Music is everywhere, even when you can't hear it. It can be someone listening to their favorite artist during a cold, rainy day, or it can be a group of young men making music that comes off the top of their head, flown from their brain directly to the microphone in the sweaty palm of their hand, to a desktop computer being controlled by an aspiring 16-year-old DJ. Sometimes it's just a regular day after high school, thinking you have a lot of issues and problems when really you don't have a care in the world. Weather can affect moods we're in. If the sun decides it wants to send out a blistering heat wave, we may not want to do anything. If it's cold and rainy, we may want to open the windows, let the cool yet calming breeze in, get nice and cozy under a blanket and watch a movie. This day was different though. It was the time right before fall came, but it was definitely the end of summer. Walking home from school, there was a cool breeze, but you can still feel the warming rays of sunshine walk across the small of your back up to the spine of your neck. Kind of weather that made you want to run all the way home from school and have fun with your friends until the weekend was over. Even if the weather wasn't so nice that day, there was still something in the air, something magical yet powerful. The kind of feeling that told you that day would be significant in your life. Would the most breathtaking girl in school want to come to your house? Would it just be you and your friends being young men taking on the weekend as if y'all were invincible? Would there be a fight, a fun party? Or is it possible that my dad will be coming home from Iraq for good this time? I didn't know what to expect that day, or the whole weekend for that matter. I just knew when I got these feelings it meant an event would take place soon that could define my life or even teach me a lesson. I felt good, but I also paid attention for signs, just for cautionary measures. Maybe someone looking at me with an evil stare, an owl gazing into my eyes, maybe perched up on a broken down wood-rotted fence. I had heard my whole life that witnessing an owl in the daytime does not occur often and could mean something bad. Or maybe a cloud would take the form of a demon telling me to be on my toes that weekend. After a while, I just try to have fun. Keep in mind this is all going through my head while I'm walking home from school with a few friends. By the time I could see my house, I felt a whole lot better, and we raced to my room. We never understood why we did. We all knew everything in there was mine. My equipment was not cheap, and I would rarely let them touch it anyways. I guess we were just excited and never gave it much thought. Either way, we're in our zone just like any other day. I got on my turntables and told them to start writing anything. Ideas for songs, a hook, a chorus, a verse, or just freestyle. While they were writing, I was mixing. There was nothing like it in the world to me. That day I mixed an old Ice Cube instrumental with the UGK instrumental that came out that year in 2006. I let them hear it and they loved it. We immediately decided to start with the freestyle session since we were so excited. We wanted to let out whatever came to our brain. We were young men and the weekend had just started. It felt really good to open the window to let the breeze in. I figured it might help us with our recording session. Just to make it extra special, I wanted to do a sound check since we hadn't been doing any lately. I made sure the microphone volume was a notch louder than the beats I had just mixed. Made sure we weren't receiving any feedback from the speakers to the microphone. I played the beats and hit record. It was like magic. The cool breeze, the energy, the sound quality all combined together made my friends spit these lyrics that were incredible, or at least I thought so. They were passing the mic back and forth for about 5 minutes, and a few other friends showed up and it lasted for 5 more minutes. After I stopped the beats, we're all laughing because we're all happy with what we just did. We wrecked the mic, is how we referred to it. After we got through jumping for joy, we threw on the headphones and listened to our recording. It was music to my ears, literally, and I fell in love with what we created. It was that moment when I decided I wanted to produce music for a living. That is the reason why I attend Full Sail University. I will not give up until I have my bachelor's degree in music production, earn my master's degree, and hopefully producing music for a living.